Introducing someone that you really love is a hard job, especially if you know them really well and maybe a little bit too well. How could I introduce the Jane Larson without saying everything I'd like to and thus making you all late for your 1250s? After much contemplation, I think I can introduce her best by describing a hypothetical conversation that is typical to our relationship, but you should know that this exact conversation has never actually happened until right now. Jane, hey Leah. Leah, hey Jane. Jane, you know what I like? Leah, what's that, Jane? Jane, I really like thinking about existentialism as it relates to religious pluralism, you know? I mean, what is the meaning of life? Leah, yeah, me too. Jane, anyway, you want to go bungee jumping or rappel off a rock or take a spontaneous trip to Korea or something? Leah, I don't know, Jane, it's 1 o'clock in the morning and don't you have a paper due tomorrow? Jane, oh yeah, maybe tomorrow. It wouldn't be completely unreasonable for Jane to want to spur a theological conversation at 1 o'clock in the morning with me, or with anyone else for that matter, but Jane's strengths do not only lie in her ability to talk the talk. It is not hard to notice that Jane's strengths also lie in her ability to walk the walk as a faithful follower of Christ. She is kind, seeing good in all people, and feeling a responsibility to bring it out. She's smart, looking for the intrinsic meaning behind the things that she studies. And she's a selfless servant in every way. I know that Jane has been a bright source of God's love for all of us, and we are all honored to know her. Someday, when I send my kids over to her house to study C.S. Lewis, and I am reading Anne of Green Gables to hers, I will be grateful to have had the opportunity to spend my college years with someone whose love for others is second only to her love for God. Miss Jane Larson.